Hey guys, Adam here. More movie updates now, and but first off, I meant to do last week's Gotham and Flash. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to do it. I've also been recently sick, still recovering from that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give my scores on last week's Gotham and the Flash, and I'll do the Flash. My review for this week's Flash and this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tomorrow. Last week's mid-season finale of Gotham was actually okay. It was not bad, but I felt like the main focus was supposed to of the show is Gordon, but I feel like it's starting to like kind of deviate away from that a little early. I mean, and that's nothing. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like it is a little early to start doing that. Like, because this was basically a Bruce Wayne episode again. This really was. Like, we really didn't see Jim all that much. But this was definitely Bruce Wayne's episode where he was, where he and Selina were being chased by assassins. One of them is Copperhead, female Copperhead, who... and Alfred, Bullock, and Gordon are trying to find them and save them. Meanwhile, also the conspiracy behind the Wayne's murders are starting to become a little bigger. Last week, the week before, there was a man named Lovecraft that was introduced. Turns out he was just a pawn in all this. He was really nothing, so I felt like that was a bit of a letdown for a character like that. Same thing with Copperhead. I liked Copperhead. This is a female Copperhead, just like in Arkham Origins, and I really liked that character in Arkham Origins. I thought she was a very formidable character, very, very good boss, a really awesome boss, and I just didn't get that same level of foreboding, intimidation that the one in Arkham Origins got. And I know they're supposed to be two different characters, and there's supposed to be like more than one Copperhead, obviously, more than likely. But I just felt like Copperhead is like the Copperhead I was introduced to in the video game was this elite assassin that could kill somebody just by squeezing them to death, and they kind of did this, but it didn't. But her moves weren't very fluid and serpent-like, and I felt like that was very, very disappointing. Other than that, I did like it. There are some changes, like Gordon has been kicked off the police force just because he's an honest cop. Mayor Richard Kine being a dick. He'll get his comeuppance soon. I'm pretty sure. So he's moving to Arkham. Gordon is being transferred to Arkham. You know what? Hey, perhaps Bullock will get a new partner. Maybe a Flash. That'll be interesting. Bullock and former dirty cop teaming up with an obvious corrupt cop. That should be interesting. That should be a very, very interesting storyline. I mean, that's something I would like to see. So yeah, final score for that will be a 7 out of 10. I mean, it didn't blow me away, and I do have a rule saying that if the mid-season finale doesn't blow me away or impress me enough, then I will quit watching that show. The thing is, that's only if the show as a whole doesn't impress me by the midway point. So far, I mean, there have been ups, highs and lows, but so far the show has indeed impressed me, and I really do enjoy it. So I'm going to keep watching it until it does start to not impress me, or it continuously unimpress me and disappoint me, as like Once Upon a Time is currently doing. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for Gotham. Really enjoy it. Next is last week's Flash, which was called Power Outage. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good character piece for Dr. Wells. He really got to show a bit of his true colors towards Team Flash. The villain was excellent. Blackout was an excellent villain. I wish he would be on the show again next time. Maybe who knows? I don't know. We really got Girder was back pretty early, actually, which makes me think like he really should have been. Which I mean, I wish I saw that level of character development in the episode before that. Excuse me. Robert Nepper comes back as the Clock King. He played the clock. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. He played the Clock King in last season of Arrow, and I thought he was excellent. He's upped his A game in this. He's really intimidating, and what's great is he doesn't fight the Flash at all. He's Iris West is the one that takes him down. And I was kind of hoping for that fight, but I mean, it kind of cuts, and then it cuts to Robert Nepper being caught again. But I really, really, really like the fact that we got to see Iris fucking do something for once. Again, the villains were really good in this time. Tom Cavanaugh as Dr. Wells. This was definitely Dr. Wells' episode. We really got to see more of his true personality, but also seeing him learn from Barry. Barry's seems to starting to change him, and I really like that. I really do like that. It's making me think about of who Dr. Wells really truly is. There's plenty of theories out there. I got maybe one or two new theories out there, and I cannot wait till the mid-season finale next week. It's gonna. Oh my God, I can't wait. But yeah, really great episode, and I can't wait for tonight's episode. It's gonna be really, really fun. Really super excited for this week's, because it's going to be the Arrow Flash crossover, and we're going to start with Flash versus Arrow, which will be awesome. Final score for the Flash power outage will be a 9 out of 10. I really loved this episode. I thought it was an excellent episode. Really fun, fantastic. So yeah, it is really, really, really good. So yeah. Okay, we got plenty of time. So I want to go ahead and talk about some things that have just been announced on comicbookmovie.com just now, mostly DC news. I will be announcing possible rumors, but I don't know 100% what's going to happen. But I do really want to address some of this. First off, there is possibility that Doomsday will be in the world's finest movie. I hope not. I really do, because Doomsday is that character that that I feel like deserves to be that final boss, and like maybe after the second or third Justice League movie, because when we think of Doomsday, when we really think of Doomsday, we think of the death of Superman. That's what we think of when we see Doomsday, and I doubt they're gonna kill off Superman. I really do. So I feel like this is a complete, total waste of this character. This character who's very well known for doing the very thing that any other villain has failed to do. But according to a new report, and I'm reading this off comicbookmovie.com, they're getting it from a different source. Doomsday will be in it. I'm trying to think. Badass Digest. Badass Digest, take it with a grain of salt with them. Sometimes they're not always 100% correct. And apparently, KG Beast is going to turn up, sort of, in a cameo. Let's see. Also, it says here, Lex Luthor apparently has a number of agents making his dark agenda a reality. an agenda that includes keeping an eye out on all metahumans, mainly a woman who walks the streets today but who is seen in pictures from the 1800s, a Wonder Woman, you might say. So apparently Wonder Woman is really, really old. That's fine. I get it. She lives on Themyscira. They're actually, a lot of them are actually a lot older than you would think. But I hope it's not really Wonder Woman. I'm actually kind of hoping it's I'm maybe possibly Hippolyta. Hippolyta is a lot older. I would actually really like that. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a little casting here, just because Lucy Lawless as Hippolyta. I know that's typecasting, but I feel like she would be excellent because, like, a lot of people wanted her to be Wonder Woman, and I can understand why. I think she would have been excellent. I really do. But she's a lot older now, so I can see her as Hippolyta. She's still a very beautiful, beautiful woman, but definitely seeing her as Hippolyta more than Wonder Woman right now. So who knows? Maybe that's who it'll be. I don't know. We'll find out. It'll more likely be Wonder Woman, but still, I would be a little disappointed on that, but whatever. Let's see. Yeah, Joker already exists in this DC universe, and you know what? That's fine. Actually, that was kind of my idea. I had an idea before, before even Man of Steel came out. I was already coming up with my own ideas for the DC universe, the cinematic universe, where the next movie would have been, or the next Man of Steel movie would have been a World's Finest movie, and that's where we would introduce, and again, that's where we would have introduced Batman, and Lex Luthor, but also introduced the Joker. Basically, I was going to adapt the. Basically, I would have adapted the Superman, Batman, Power Hour, World's Finest movie. Just because I really love that three-parter. I thought it was just perfectly paced, perfectly well done, and I felt like, you know, this could be a template right here. Sorry, just got a little notice on something. But yeah, that's about it on that. Let's go ahead and get to the next one. Also, the X-Wing pilot on in the Star Wars trailer, Oscar Isaac confirmed that was him, that they showed in the trailer. Also, Andy Serkis confirmed he is the narrator of that trailer, not Benedict Cumberbatch, which I kind of figured it wasn't him. The Suicide Squad cast has been announced. They were already in final talks today, but now it has been finalized. I'm trying to get it. Hey, oh, there we go. All right, so the Suicide Squad has been cast, and I'm gonna go ahead and give. Wait, hold on. Yes, here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and name off who's gonna play who. Will Smith will be playing Deadshot. Okay, not really what I was expecting. I don't take this as racist, but I was expecting him to maybe play Black Manta. I think that would have been cool. I think that would have been really cool if he played Black Manta. I mean, Will Smith's an excellent actor when he's not showing off his kids. He's really good at what he does. But sadly, no, that's not going to happen. He's playing Deadshot, and you know what? Fine. Deadshot's is a cool character. Give it to the Fresh Prince. I'm perfectly fine with that. Captain Boomerang will be played by Jay Courtney. Originally, there was rumor that Will Smith was actually going to play Captain Boomerang. I'm actually glad that didn't happen, because I would have actually had a big fucking problem with that, just because he's not Australian. I actually would have flipped my shit. I would have immediately said I would still go see it, but I would not like it if Will Smith was Captain Boomerang. I'm glad it's not. Jay Courtney as Captain Boomerang is perfectly fine. The problem is, I am not that big of a Jay Courtney fan, mostly because of Die Hard 5, but there were some other movies I saw him in I really didn't care for him in. Like I, Frankenstein and Divergent. Even though I did like I, Frankenstein. Yeah. Tom Hardy will play Rick Flag, who is like the caretaker of the Suicide Squad. He's the team leader, which, okay, fine. Cara Delevingne is Enchantress, which I don't know who that is. I really don't. And of course, this has been circulating, but it has now been finalized. Jared Leto will be playing the Joker. Okay, perfectly fine with that. I'm actually happy with that casting. Question is he a member of the Suicide Squad or is he a villain? Because if he's or is he the main villain or whatever? If he's the main villain, that's perfectly fine because I really wouldn't want him to be in the Suicide Squad. Like, I would not want him to be a member of the Suicide Squad. I would actually be absolutely fucking livid if he is. Because, one, Joker is technically would have been a wild card, but he would have killed everybody. He would have done everything he could to kill everybody because he's that fucking insane. But yeah, I mean, but honestly, I was really hoping he'd be introduced in a Batman movie, or like I said, the World's Finest movie, had they gone with that animated template. Next is, but I mean, other than that, Jared Leto's an excellent choice. He's a fantastic actor. I just watched him in Dallas Buyers Club, and his character, like, oh my god, his character is fantastic. He was fantastic in that. He deserved that Oscar. So seeing him as the Joker, awesome, just 100% awesome. I think he'll be able to play crazy. Next is Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I did see Wolf of Wall Street, and I thought she was great in that. So I'm really fine with that role for that choice. I think she will do an excellent job. Again, I was really hoping for more of an introduction of that character. I feel like she deserves it. I feel like she definitely deserves an introduction in a Batman movie or something, other than just immediately throwing in the Suicide Squad just because she happens to be in the Suicide Squad in the comics. And I'm really, really hoping they don't adapt it, I said I wanted the World's Finest movie to use the animated Superman Batman 3-parter as a template for World's Finest. If there's one animated movie I hope to God they don't use as a template, if they even do use an animated movie as a template, is Assault on Arkham. I did not like that movie at all. I really, really didn't. And I may do a review of it one day. I don't know. But I watched it recently and I just was not a fan. Sorry, sniffles. But yeah, other than that, it's not a bad cast. It really isn't. And a lot of the casting choices are excellent. The director, David Ayer, who wrote Training Day, who just directed Fury, I can't wait for this movie. And I'm hoping it's a hard R. I really am. Like, just a hardcore R for this movie, I would be 100% happy with. Out of all the movies, this is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. Just because this one is the one that needs to prove the most of anything. Besides some of the other Justice League solo movies. This one is the one that I'm kind of dreading. Amanda Waller supposedly will be in the Suicide Squad movie. Here is who they are thinking of picking for the Suicide Squad movie. Here's the short list. Viola Davis, which would be awesome. Octavia Spencer, which would be awesome. And Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is being considered for Amanda Waller. That will be the very thing that will kill any hope of me enjoying this movie. If Oprah Winfrey gets cast as Amanda Waller, I'm not gonna be happy. For one thing, I mean, I'm not saying she's a terrible actress. She's really not. Here's the thing. I feel like they're going to overexpose Oprah. Try to make her the big star of this movie besides Will Smith. Also, she cannot play mean. She cannot play ruthless. I mean, she can play bitch, but that's not Amanda Waller. I mean, okay, it kind of is Amanda Waller, but she's a lot more than just that, and I don't see that in Oprah Winfrey. I really don't. I can see it in Viola Davis. I can see it in Octavia Spencer. I mean, I just saw Octavia Spencer in Snowpiercer. Now, granted, her personality was different, but she was a fucking badass in that movie. She was awesome in that movie. She was great. Viola Davis, I can see her as, I can totally see her as this character. Oprah Winfrey, no, I cannot see her as this character. No. Shit, maybe I went over. So, also, Jesse Eisenberg is being considered to reprise his role as Lex Luthor for Suicide Squad. Again, I hope he doesn't, unless he's going to be the villain, like the Joker is, which would be interesting. But yeah, as far as I know, that's about it. That is about it. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Hopefully you will get a good chunk of what I had to say about this. Hopefully, if not, then I'll just reshoot that. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Tomorrow, actually, as I review the first part of the Arrow Flash crossover event and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tomorrow. Until then, I will see you guys next time. And you all have a wonderful evening. Bye.